the last video, you guys absolutely bombarded me with how to make these VFX effects from the last video, and here I am. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to do them. I reached out to the creators, and we're going to have the blood spinner. We even have some new ones, like the lightsaber, so let's jump right into it. Starting off with the lightsaber, this one was made by Feared on my Discord, and he submitted it to me. On the screen right now, you will see all the settings that you need to change, and you have to change these to make this lightsaber work. But I'll also show you in a second how you can make this lightsaber a little bit more unique, and what the actual trick for this lightsaber is. Obviously, changing the color is no problem here. You can be a Jedi, or you can even join the dark side if you really want to. Or if you really want to be out there, you can also be Samuel L. Jackson.
You might get purple.
The main color brightness is also very interchangeable. I really like it if it has a little bit more color on it. That actually makes it glow a little bit more, so you can see how much of a difference this actually makes. But obviously the setting and the creator made it on 2, so if you really want to just stick to that, you can also do that as well. There's one last setting which you can also change, which kind of gives us a unique look, and that is the randomness. This will actually give it a little bit of the Kylo Ren look, where the lightsaber is like kind of a little bit more burning instead of just being a straight laser. You can either put the randomness to 5 or 10, depending on how much of the like kind of burning effect you want here. The one little downside to this lightsaber is that if you move, actually it like kind of swings, but it obviously goes back into place, which I think is not that big of a deal, but it's still a little bit annoying, I think. I wish we would have a setting for that, but other than that, this is like absolutely amazing, and I think the closest thing that we can have to lightsaber in Fortnite Creative at the current time. Also, one important thing, you might see that this looks with the pickaxe pretty odd. Like, you can avoid that if you use a shadow bomb or a smoke grenade and have that in your hand. This actually looks insanely cool. So I think at least to troll your friends or to have a little bit of fun with this, it is amazing to use. Big shout out to Feared for this one. He has no social, so maybe just give him some love on the Discord. And let's move on to the next one. The blood effect, the most requested one. And as usual, you're going to see everything that you have to set up on the screen right now. It is 2 parts. There's actually 2 parts to this one. And the first one is the main blood that is splattering out here, which is the first row. And then you have the blood that is on the floor, which is the second device that you have to adapt. And yeah, it is absolutely insane. There's actually not a lot that you can actually do to make this more unique. This is already kind of cool. The blood effect by Sayaku is absolutely amazing. And as already said, you need 2 devices for this one. Actually, a lot of the really advanced one take a lot more than just one VFX creator, but I think this one is like perfectly executed, and I don't think there's much you can change besides maybe the color, which depending on what kind of type you want to do, you can have like a lighter tone here, or like an absolute dark tone, like if you want to have like some zombies or whatever, like some black blood. I think that works as well. Also want to say that there's a small chance that if you use this in a map that you submit to Epic, that they might reject it because of the blood. Fortnite is obviously a PG game, so there might be a chance that this will not be accepted just because there's blood in there. But other than that, I think it's a very cool effect, which is super easy to recreate. Big shout out to Sayaku for making this amazing effect. Literally under 20 followers on Twitter, so make sure to drop him a big follow and leave him some love. And let's move on to the next one. So this one is the one from the Naruto skin in the last video, was made by Furthest, and as usual everything is on the screen right now, and yet again it takes 2 devices to make this effect, so make sure you put the right settings in the right devices, and this device is also very customizable. On the second device I would not change a lot, maybe the color, but on the first device you can basically go with like either the main color, or you can even change the shape of it. So for example, you can go with the electricity one here, and then you have a completely different effect. You can see that we basically have the same effect now, but with the electricity around it. So it looks really cool, very customizable, absolutely love it. And as already said, this was created by Furthest, one of the mechanic gods in the Fortnite creative communities. If you want to get inspired by his mechanics, definitely make sure to follow him on Twitter. And let's move on to the last one. Alright, and for the last one, I have 2 fire effects for you guys. The first one is created by me actually, and the other one is created by Directing Pete. I will come to the second one in a minute because there's more to it, but let's quickly look at how you can create the fire effect from me. Yet again, everything that you need to change is on the screen right now, and it is actually very customizable, and depending on what you want, you can really stretch this one as far as you want. Also, you can very easily customize the colors. For example, like a very cool one is, for example, if you use like blue flames, depending on what you want to create, this can like even not work as a fire, but maybe just like as some smoke, because you can turn it gray and it just looks like some smoke coming out. It's like a very thick fire. It's not the most realistic one. I think this one is a lot more realistic. Also, one thing which absolutely changes the effect of the flame is the spawn size. So for example, if we go very low here, you can see we have a small fire, and if you want to go very big, you can go obviously the opposite of that. A quick example of how you can use this effect. I think this effect really shines on like burning houses, anything that's like kind of smoke fiery stuff. So it really shines on that scenarios, but if you want to have a more realistic fire, I highly recommend checking out Directing Pete's video. This one is absolutely insane. If you want to have a real realistic fire, you can even change a lot of things in here. But in the same video with the fire, he also has a lot more effects. So if you're looking for a lot more effects that are not that specific as mine that I showed today, just make sure to check out Dragon Pete's video, leave him a sub, leave him a follow, and that wraps it about up for this video today. Hopefully you found something that you could use in your maps, and I will see you guys back in the next one. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and bye.